Hey guys, shoot another video of the Gen 6 454 for the Corsair 25. I've got the one of the heads prepped and ready for install, and I just want to run through the gaskets that I always use. Got the surface nice and clean, nice and dry, and when I do get it clean and I cover it, I don't touch it again. So this gasket is probably by far one of my favorite head gaskets. This is called the 1704. It's a Felpro, and I joke with my parts supplier guy. 1704 1742. 17042. Sorry about that. It is a Felpro. I always joke with my parts supplier guy because I can't ever remember that number. I'm like, you know, the one that's like shark skin gray, and the reason I say it's shark skin, it's got a sticky film, and it's phenomenal for these old engines. If you have just the slightest bit of, this one doesn't, but like if you had just the slightest bit of pitting, you know, in a critical area somewhere, these are great gaskets. So anyway, and this is from the top end kit. This is obviously it's marine specific. The 17242 is the kit. So anyway, enough said about that. The head, I'll run through this briefly. I still haven't unbagged the other one yet, but I just want to show, you know, where it was decked, and did a phenomenal job. New valves. Damn it, my camera is blinking, so I'm just gonna kind of go through this a little fast. The intake side, minimal porting. I was expecting a little bit more than this, but it's, you know, it is what it is. It's oh, here's the gasket, and this is from that same kit, the Felpro. You see, it's all like a graphite material. There's nothing that can rust. But hell, I don't know if I'll be able to hold this. But I've already verified it. But the port work was just really nice, and I can see his point, because the cool thing about modern engineering and cast work, it's so damn close to perfect. It really didn't require a lot. Just minor rounding and blending of the edges there. So anyway, I'm really happy with that. Turned out really good. You can see some of the blend work right there. This gasket, does it have a number on it? I don't know. It since it's out of the kit, I think 1212, R4 1212. Exceptional gaskets. So I'm gonna set that there. New springs, new retainers. Oh god, I never can think of what these guys are called. The rotators, the little coasters, the rotators. They were excellent. They didn't need to be replaced, so stay with them, save a little bit of money. So this head, I think some of the early, that's going to be upside down. But from some of the early videos, this is one of the reasons that we started going in this direction. This is a number 10141279, or what's called a 279 head. This is the 100cc chamber. It's open. It's an open chamber. It's 100cc, but man, the compression ratio out of the gate, I think, is like 9.1 to 1. I think that's it. I should have researched that before I did the video. But if this had been, I think, the number 152 head, and I mentioned this to the client before, we could have used, like, not a dome top. This is a Vortec. You don't want to put a dome top piston on a Vortec, but we could have used the raised top piston in order to increase the compression ratio. But we couldn't do that. We couldn't use that Magnum, what I call the Magnum piston, in this, because of some of these issues here. See, you probably would have had to have ground that off, and then it's defeating the purpose, you know, of everything. Just again, the engineering straight from GM is phenomenal on the Gen 6. It's just by far my favorite engine. They're affordable. You can build the hell out of them. Being a 4-bolt main, they'll handle massive horsepower and torque. So Just a great engine all together. Again, the cool thing about this engine, we could have gone MPI, you know, the fuel injected top end. Could have gone with it like a Horizon, high performance. Could have gone rectangular port heads, and if you went with rectangular port heads, you use this gasket kit here. This is the where's the number? Here we go. 17342. See the big rectangular port heads. That's fine, but it gets fairly expensive when you start doing the rectangular port top end. So we're staying oval on this one, even on the intake, which is from Edelbrock. So I got a little bit long-winded there, but I just want to show the head work. I probably won't show that anything related to that head, just because I got to get this long block built and take the weekend off. I'm exhausted. I've worked about 17 days straight. So there you have it. If I see something that I think I need to upload, I will, but otherwise that's probably going to be the last video for the long block. And let's see, make sure. Yeah, I may do a video on the timing. Yeah, I will. I'll come back and do a video on how to time the engine, because some guys don't know how to do that, and it's actually quite simple. So thanks, guys.